All right, so I have a couple of things to address in this video, and I'll start with the first one, and it's a very funny idea. The first idea that I wanted to address was this is gonna be really funny. So I've talked about how that literally like that last few days, right after the holidays, the end of December of last year, it was like a first, and I don't call it a rebirth or anything like that. When people say, "Oh, I'm a born again Christian, I've been baptized" or something like that. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, I felt like I finally gained a presence, entered into this, not entered, yeah, entered into this world almost like in an enclave, right? Because everything is pretty much, starting from an enclave, like a metaphoric cave, having a presence, being able to finally change and grow versus stay the same person at the same level in the same way, like a stone for the rest of my life, right? So I talked about that. And this is something funny pertaining to it. Now, I felt like I was being mistaken for somebody else, right? And not literally someone else, like a type of person. So, you go around, no matter what kind of setting you're in. You can be in a group setting where there's many other people. You can go to dinner, you can go to work, you can go here and there, school, whatever the case is. And I always felt like, people would see me for me at first, right? And then they would say, because I didn't have a presence, they'd be like, yeah, but do you really see any real connection between him and the world? Like, in this social world, if I was, if I was a, what can I say? Let's say I was a scientist, for animals. Okay, I was a really good scientist. If tomorrow the government told me that your research has to stop because we don't like it and we don't support it, so you're gonna have to totally stop your research, or the government might just tell me, listen, if France loves your research, go fly to France and get the hell out of here, or go, or for example, I don't know, Switzerland loves your research, go to Switzerland, kind of thing. You know what I mean? Tomorrow, every scientist, especially pretty much every animal scientist, there would be some effect. Every animal scientist would be like, we want to take a stand because we don't want to be kicked out of our home countries. We want to research within our countries, and we don't want research to stop. Because if you stop the research, like, no scientists are allowed to go to this country and research on the animals there. And that's us losing valuable research in the name of education or research. So the point is that it would have a bigger effect, right? So what they would see me and they would go, for example, well, he's, first impressions, and I mean, you can see it here. The first impressions typically is a very good looking guy. He looks very good, and he looks kind of different. Doesn't look like your typical person, right? Looks quite different than your typical person, and quite good looking, or quite, I'm not tooting my horn, but I see it right here. So, they might say that, and then they'll go, well, how come he has no effect in the world? He has no presence. He never changes or grows. There's no effect. Like, he could get into shit, and all he thinks about is like these specific individuals that got him into that thing. You know what I mean? So if he wants to reprimand, and he's even able to, he will get that person or those people specifically who screwed with him. You'll specifically get the kind of that personal revenge type of thing. And I gotta tell you, I mean, it turned into a battle that felt like I was losing, even when I was winning. Okay, and I'll explain to you how. Me not having a presence. To them, they didn't know what it was. They could just come up with stupid guesses. Oh, he must be a total piece of shit. He's got no social skills, or he's never had any friends, or he's never lived, or he has some kind of retardation in his head or something like that. You know what I mean? And the retardation thing comment will happen, especially when they see that you're being smart with your replies. So, it's kind of to insult your intelligence or insult my intelligence. So that's a big thing. When you don't have that presence. And then I'll tell you the other confusion is they might meet me and go, well, he seems like an alpha. He's quite alpha, right? And then they'll be like, well, he has no presence out there. You know what I mean? The biggest loser that I know, that I've ever known, the one that we laugh at all the time, whether it's behind his back or in his face, even he has some kind of presence in this world. You know what I mean? Like, tomorrow, if tomorrow, if the government banned sports gambling, this guy would be out of luck because he's a big sports gambler, right? But if even him being the biggest loser, if he's out in gambling and I'm not calling sports gamblers losers, I'm saying like if you're a horrible gambler, obviously you're a loser. So if the guy's a big loser, every horrible gambler in the world is gonna feel the brunt of it, and they're gonna protest like, no. We don't want our country to be threatened tomorrow. So do not ban sports gambling. Very simple as that. Now you get what I'm saying. I don't want to double explain everything or further explain it. Okay, but it's funny because then they'll start to make comments like they'll say that I am a sidekick, a back show, the drummer or the guitarist in the back, the guy who's not in the show, who's not at the front, who's not at the speaker, a guy that they want to use to kind of like a publicity guy. And they're still not able to, and I'm never able to do that. So they're saying that I'm a number 2, a number 3, a number last, and whatnot. Right now you get what I'm saying. I hope you understand what I'm saying with that. All right. Is there anything else I don't want to? No, that's it. I mean, as of now, not only have I made it out of that enclave, like it's good to be an enclave in the planet. But not only have I passed that enclave, I've like entered into the world, but not as a baby. I'm not a baby or a toddler. Or not even a child. I've entered this world and I'm a full-grown man. Maybe I'm not fully grown, but anyway. But the point is, I'm a full-grown man at this point. Okay, so I've entered the world and I'm a full-grown man. Right? It's I don't have to wait 10 years to be able to read and write, and then I'm just saying, I wait for another 30 years to have a university degree and stuff like that. I'm already a man. I'm in the world, and here I am. Yeah, man. So that we've covered. Now I'm gonna cover another idea. Actually, you know what? We'll close this video, and then we'll do another video for that idea.